Hey Joe, you wanna play a zombie game?
Resident Evil.
Leon Kennedy. Women want him, and men also want him.
Resident Evil 9 is an ore farming simulator with a horror game attached to it. Developed by Capcom Company Limited, hot off the heels of the success of Resident Evil 4, RE9 boasts many gameplay innovations, such as intolerable graphics, post-apocalyptic Toronto, and a lack of a dedicated camera button. But wait, there's more, because Capcom couldn't choose between rehashing the gameplay of Resident Evil 7 or rehashing the gameplay of Resident Evil 4, they rehashed both games at once, as you brave the harsh locations like Bates Motel, Arkham Asylum, and downtown Detroit. While you're reenacting the plots of Saw 3 and John Wick simultaneously, you'll meet the greatest protagonist I've ever seen and the lamest villain I've ever seen, which is what I would say if this was the only game I've ever played. And if you haven't noticed, that's not the case. If I could describe Resident Evil 9 with one sound, it would be this. But despite all of that, before we go any further, I want to clarify one point. I am a Resident Evil 9 apologist, and I will not apologize. This is one of my favorite RE games, maybe one of my most favorite games of all time. It's definitely better than those other two games. Just know that you don't come to my channel for my smooth brain takes. You come here for the Taco Bell sound and to watch me make the screen do this. And if you think I'm going to talk about this game with my usual lowbrow humor and ripped green screen edits, you're goddamn right. So reattach your hands, craft those blood bullets, and spark up some green herbs as we park our portion of the evil residence. Can I be real for a second? There was a lot I wanted to talk about this game, but I kind of lost interest in making this video, but I'm already way behind schedule and I kind of figured, fuck it, this video is going to be like 5 minutes long. I don't understand why people passionately hate this game. I know I'm forever known as the Tarkov guy with an alt fetish, so my credibility is non-existent, but I want to make my true feelings known. Is the writing simplistic? Yes. Is any criticism made against this game valid? Also yes. Is making bullets out of blood and scrap the stupidest thing I've ever seen? Yes. But do I give a shit? Hell no, because that's just Resident Evil. So why is Requiem so divisive? I don't fully know. There's something reverable about a Resident Evil game. It's the characters, the setting, or just the Louisiana vibes. I fully recognize this game's flaws, the weak villain for one. Also, Requiem needed a better fourth act. How do hundreds of mad scientists who've been scattered across the globe manage to build a full functioning laboratory inside of a giant radioactive crater? Where'd they even get the funding? Umbrella was a publicly traded company. This decision should have had more blowback. Requiem is a collection of great ideas that don't fully interact with each other in a meaningful way. It's disjointed and it doesn't elevate itself above its tropes, resulting in a product that heavily relies on nostalgia. In RE3, you could blow through the story without even absorbing it. Resident Evil 2 had branching paths that give a ton of replay value. It's not as in-depth as the original, but I would be lying if I said that every playthrough felt repetitive. The only reason I play through Requiem is to see different camera angles, or just to clip farm zombies. But that's just because I'm a YouTuber. Unlike Resident Evil 7, which was full of obvious horror tropes, Requiem falls flat in the horror department after the first act. Characters will just tell you their life stories and their moral philosophies like they're on a Joe Rogan podcast. At least 7 made you work to figure out what the hell was going on. And once you start to understand each of the characters' connection to the lore, you start saying, oh, but wouldn't it be cool if? And then you start listing off every missed opportunity. RE9 is a game full of missed opportunities, like learning that Grace is actually just normal. Wouldn't it be cooler if they didn't spoil what Elpis was, making your final decision more tense? Or had Wesker be alive and show us the Emily clone in the bedroom? All the pieces for a really great game are here. They just didn't freaking finish it. I mean, it's nice that you get Leon in a suit, but when I pay $120 fuck off dollars for a video game, I don't want to have to drop another $30 so Capcom can patch in the rest of the story. It would be disingenuous to say that this isn't the game they really wanted to make. I just wish they would take the extra time to answer this one question. Why the fuck are any of these people here? Thank you guys so much. Sorry about how long this video took to make. If I told you what my life was like behind the scenes, you'd think I'm describing the plot of a BoJack episode. Subscribe to my Patreon so I can afford to keep editing and make videos faster. Still don't really know what the next one's gonna be. Maybe Hearts of Iron 4 or 007. I'll let you know in the next 2 months. If I ever have time, maybe I'll revisit this game or maybe I'll make a Code Veronica video. Not sure.
Fighting the darkness, holding me, dragging me to the ground, facing the pain that's controlled.